This is our third and final video in Unit 5 on solving systems by elimination. When we do elimination, we want to look for a variable in both equations that has the same number. Well, in fact, here, both my x's have a 6. Both of my y's here have a 10. Okay? Now, I'm going to choose to eliminate the x's because this one has a negative, but this one doesn't. So they're opposite. So if you have opposites, that's a good thing, all right? So we're going to eliminate by adding here. When we eliminate, -6 plus 6 is no more. It's gone, okay? -10y plus -10y, that will give me -20y. And then -26 plus a -14, that's -40. Elimination's nice because once you eliminate a variable, you're left with a one-step equation. So we're going to divide by -20 to get y equals +2. Negative divided by negative is positive. You know, we do have to find x, so we're going to have to plug the 2 back into one of the equations. All right, so I'm going to choose to put it into this y here. Okay, so when we do that, we're going to get 6x minus 10 times 2 equals -14, and we're going to solve for x. All right, I'm going to add the 20 over. And then we're going to just simply divide here by 6. X equals 1. Now again, we're going to write an answer as an ordered pair. So my answer is 1, 2. You know, always check yourself here. If I just check it mentally here, -6 times 1 is -6, minus 10 times 2, which is -20. -6 minus 20 is -26. And then 6 times 1 is 6. -10 times 2 is -20. 6 minus 20 is -14. So it works. Again, we're going to look for a variable that has the same number here. And I notice my 6x and 6x here. However, the difference on this one compared to the last one is they both are positive. All right, so we're going to want to make one of them a negative. And we're going to do that by multiplying, let me do the other one, by multiplying by a -1. Okay, if I multiply by a -1 and I distribute, my equation's now going to say -6x plus 6y equals 0. So I have opposite signs, so again, I'm going to add my 2 equations together to eliminate. I'm going to do so. I'm going to add 6 minus 6 is 0, so the x's are gone. 2y plus 6y, that gives me 8y equals 8 plus 0 is 8. All right, so that makes it nice and easy to solve for y here. So y is 1. Again, we're going to substitute the y back in. I'm just going to pick one of the equations. Let's say we're going to put in for this y here. If I put in for that y, my equation will now say 6x plus 2 times 1 equals 8. And then we just start solving here. All right, so if I isolate my variable, I get 6x equals 6, divide by 6, x equals 1. All right, again, write that as an ordered pair. The 1 for the x goes first, followed by the 1 for the y. Our third example. Now, you will see many like this, where I don't have a common number on a variable. You see, they're all different here. So we're going to have to multiply an equation so that we get them to be the same. So I'm liking what I see on the x's because I know If I take 8 times 2, I get 16. So I'm going to multiply by 2. I'm also going to multiply it by a negative so we can get the opposite signs. Because if you notice, they're both negative. If I multiply a negative by a negative, I get a positive. So I do that here. I get positive 16x here, negative 6y, because I'm distributing here, and then equals, that would be 58, positive 58, okay. I'm just going to rewrite this down here, the top equation. And then I can do my elimination. Again, I'm adding here. So if I add my 16 plus a negative 16, they're gone. Negative 6 plus 10, that gives me 4y. 58 plus a negative 22, 58, 43, 36 is what that gives me. And then it's nice and easy to solve again. So we get 9 as your answer for y. Again, choose a problem here. Pick one of your equations to substitute it in for. Let's do this one here. I'm going to substitute in for that y. So I plug it in, I get negative 8x plus 3 times 9 equals negative 29. I start solving. That's 27. I'm going to have to subtract 27 here. That gives me negative 56. Last thing I'm going to divide. We get x equals positive 7 here. Write my ordered pair, I get 7, 9. Our last problem here is a story problem. We're going to have to write in a system of equations to solve this because I have two different quantities. I have a dollar amount plus a total amount of salads here. So those are different. We're going to identify our variables. Let's say V is for vegetarian. And C is for chicken. Right? So, and they're both salads. All right, let's write an equation here for the cost. So if I look at the cost, I see that vegetarian costs 2, chicken costs $3.50, and they make a total of $180. So that's one equation right there. 2V plus 350 C equals 180. Another one that we have is for the total amount sold, okay? So I'm just going to label this one as an amount. Actually, I'm going to change color here. If we see 60, there's a total of 60 sold. Well, what kind of salads do we have? It's 60 salads. Well, we have vegetarian salads and chicken salads. So there's my second equation here. And now it's elimination method. So if I'm eliminating, let me change color again here. If I'm eliminating, I gotta get the same number. So let's multiply by -2 here. We get -2v minus 2c equals -120. And I'm just going to drop my top equation down underneath. And we're going to add. So those are gone. Negative 2 plus 350, that's 150C equals, looks like it's 60. Divide by 150. C is equal to, what is that? That looks like it's about 40. Chicken. Salads. Let's plug 40 in for C here. Let's plug it in. We get V plus 40 equals 60. If I subtract 40, the vegetarian salads sold were 20. And there you have it. That's your word problem for the day. All right, this was our last video for the unit. In fact, for the semester. So there you have it.